Happy Sunday. I hope that everything's okay. I thought I'd jump on here and kind of share my thoughts about a lot of comments that I have been seeing regarding REESATEESA's ex, Legion. My throat's getting dry. Excuse me for a second. Um, I think it's ironic. Welcome in. Just as a housekeeping item, I always have the link to join the live pinned in the comments. It's a welcomed and open platform where we discuss opinions and share dialogue. I wanted to come online for a little bit um, just to kind of walk through my thought process on this Risa Tisa situation regarding Legion, Jerome McCoy, her ex-husband, how people are defending him. She did her 50-part series um, outlining her experience. Very thorough, very detailed. Took a lot of ownership for the lack of good judgment. Highlighted and owned her desperation, her bad and poor decision making, and had more people come forward and validate and piggyback off her experience to verify they experience these things too. There's always two sides to a story. Legion's family came forward and shared some of the insight that he had some emotional and mental problems growing up as a child and uh, didn't stick with the program to resolve it. His exes came forward and shared their stories that mirrored what Risa's story was. And then you have people in the comments that just want to bash her or say that she lying. And I'm trying to understand, um, where is your intellect? And I say this in love and kindness. Have you done your homework? Do you understand what is going on here? See, culturally, as a people, I don't come on these platforms to play with people and to just um, have messy conversation. I come out here with intention to highlight current situations and educate and help us to kind of walk through and understand so we can learn from other people's mistakes so we can apply corrective actions and better behaviors to our life so we can get to the better side of it. I'm starting to think people are just in the comments to just be disruptive because although there are a lot of people that do come out for likes and for popularity, everybody isn't that way. And I think Risa Tisa has come forward and had enough validation um, to support her story and her experience. Bottom line, can't nobody take away what her experience was. Number one, our experiences are our own. But when you have family members, friends, exes coming forward and validating everything you said and also saying they experience these things too. I mean, I don't like to waste my time with people that just want to be argumentative. I am out here to support you because I care about you and I want you to really learn and understand from all these viral moments that we are being privy to witness, no matter what the situations are. I think culturally we have to start getting more serious with these discussions and not just have conversations to be combative or because we want to hear ourselves. That's not going to serve you or anybody else well, period. Um, just for FYI, the platform is open for open dialogue. I always pin the link to come on live in the comments. So I want you to know and to understand that there are great lessons to be learned from this situation. There are a lot of legions out there. There are a lot of people that are very tactful and manipulative that can be very destructive in your life and turn it upside down. And I don't want you to be one-sided. And that's not to say that her every step of her story was 100%, but she came from a place of honesty, so I believe. And so everybody that has engaged him validates as well. It's clear. Take her out of the picture. It's clear by his behavior, his way of showing up and responding to these matters will let any person that has a solid, sound thought process know that something isn't adding up with this young man. And um, he ain't even no young man. He middle age. He 40 or 40 plus. Um, the way that he engaged, and he's not a uneducated person. He comes across with intellect, and that is a skill that can take people off guard because he don't sound like a total idiot when he speaks. So, but where is the accountability for ignoring so many lies? Are you that desperate that you going to ignore them? She bad intention. Um so number one, you can come on the platform because it's pinned in the comments, but you don't have to. Just FYI, she she's accountable. She went through every step of her stupidity and her bad decision making. So that tells me that you didn't follow her 50 parts because she owned every what you just said tells me that you didn't watch all of her videos, which I did. Maybe because I'm single and I live by myself, I had the time, and it was interesting. I like to be fully engaged before I respond, so I did my homework. She talked about all the red flags that she ignored, that she excused. She talked about that she thought it was her turn. She was ready to have a family, and she said that God took too long. So she was taking matters in her own hands. She wanted a husband and all that went with it. And when she started to see red flags, that she ignored them. And for the most part, since she allowed somebody in her life so quickly, um, she didn't want to go back and hear her family say she was wrong. She said all those things. She said that she went through a period desperation, and because she's overweight she also had fought with some body image and levels of insecurity and this is the beautiful thing. This young lady outlined her story that a lot of us have went through or are in or will go through, and it is a opportunity for people to truly learn and apply it to their lives because people will come in your life and disrupt it. I don't just agree with her. I met somebody that was as manipulative as that man, and I am an intelligent woman. I am a person that has experiences in life, but when I tell you, the guy that I came across was very, very convincing. And his game, his level of manipulations was above the average mentality. It's unbelievable. You have to go through it to know it. But why blame him because she was desperate? Uh, he lied. So in my mind is this: you lied. He lied to kick it. He lied to get benefits of moving in her house. In my mind, when somebody lies about who they are, you lying, you stealing. You stealing people's time, you stealing their body. It's a form of manipulation. Why lie? Why lie? See, she didn't lie about anything. She just accepted things because of where she was mentally. He lied to get in the door. He lied for her to take her panties off. He lied on so many levels. And because she accepted all those red flags, she in this mess. Well, she's past it, but everything she went through, she has to be accountable too. Nobody's excusing that. She ain't excusing that. She's speaking out now to teach other women so they won't go through it. And I'm gonna be more clear. It ain't even other women, it's people. Because see, I have a son and a daughter, and I love my children equally. They grown, and just as there are a lot of men that are manipulative, there are a lot of women. You got a lot of these women out here that are very manipulative, like that lady Sprinkle Sprinkle that teach women to get providers, or to manipulate men for their money. See, people want to make this thing about oh, her or him. No, this is about people. I am very supportive of people in general because I love my son just as much as my daughter. I speak out for the benefit of people. I know there are some very, very manipulative women out there. And I have spent a lot of time with my son to make sure that he understands and he knows how a cunning and a manipulative woman is. Women can be more dangerous than men. We just talking about this situation, and it just so happens to be a man. People want to make this gender specific, and it's not. There are manipulative people, mentally sick people, emotionally disruptive and destructive people that we can apply this whether it's a man or a woman. It's two sides to every coin. You can't just go off half cocked. That's all I'm saying, and you can't. And I don't think that she did that. Um, I want people to be educated. I want people to love themselves enough that they don't get in these situations. See, when you sprint in these relationships, when you try to sprint through life, you get in these situations. Bad Intention says modern women today only have relationships with conditions. They talk about love, but there's no love. It's only bad intentions. Amen. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I have spent many times with my son speaking out against these women. I don't support these women. I just put up a video yesterday. Make sure when you leave, go check it out about this young black woman. She was upset because some guy that was trying to get to know her wanted to treat her. He sent her $30 for lunch and cash strapped it to her. That they didn't. He didn't even know her. He was trying to get to know her. Good gesture. She did a video about she couldn't believe he sent her $30 now for lunch. She said she thought she at least was gonna get $100. I was so offended. And it went viral. I posted it. Make sure you go check it out. That's the mentality. And it is sad. I talked to my son. Matter of fact, I did a duet with him. Go follow him. I posted that today. Pushed forward to talk to young men. My son will be 30. Um, to educate you guys about these women, because these women are a mess too. They want something for nothing. There's no authenticity. There's no true love and support just based off of being a decent human. It's all these conditions. You got to have money and you got to have all this stuff. And the truth is, a lot of these chicks ain't got no money, and it's unrealistic expectations. It takes two people a lot of times in this life. See, social media has messed people up where everybody wants everything, everybody wants the best of everything, and they want to do nothing to get it. That's a piss poor way. That is a sad state to live and to expect in this life. And you are going to set yourself up for failure. That girl, I don't watch reality TV, but that girl, Portia, she married that African dude thinking he was worth millions upon millions. And in the end, this man, a con artist. And now she looking for um, a way to get out and not have to pay him, but she was driven by material things. That's why I speak out about let's get real and heal. I created that. That is something that God gave to me when I was in therapy. I got rid of all the expectations that other people place on me in this world and you. And I looked at my truths. And I had to shed all the bad traits and thoughts that society had placed on me, like keeping up with the Joneses and just being so consumed with trying to live this fake life that America has placed on us. You'll die trying to live up to all these expectations and start to focus on the quality and the simple things in life: peace, happiness, good health, good friendships, healthy relationships. And when you get to that, see, you won't have time for this silliness. See, self-love is it's a shield, it's a blessing, it's a protection. And it took me to my 40s. I'll be 50 years old this month. It took me to my 40s to truly know and to have self-love. And now that I have it, because I spent several years by myself, I can look at other people and I understand and I am fully aware and knowledge and experienced enough to know most people don't love themselves. They out here lying and playing. People say, oh, self-love and self-care and all that stuff. They got it. Not true. You are not born with it. You are not born with self-love. Kevin, welcome in, my friend. Glad to see you. Um, Baddington said, I agree. Social media has separated the black man and the black woman, and it is sad and it is terrible. And it seems like us as a people, I'm gonna keep that up there for a minute. We have been divided more than anyone else. Black women and black men need each other. Take away on an intimate level. We need each other as friends. We need each other as support because nobody can identify with us better than us. We talking about black men like a dog. Black men are talking about us like a dog, and it is just a sad state of events. We are losing. We ain't winning. We have to get past all this nonsense. And the best way that we do that is we start to be honest, number one, with ourselves. The best thing I ever did, ladies and gentlemen, is I looked in that mirror and I quit lying to myself. I told myself the truth and I said, you can do better. You deserve better. And I spent time with myself. It was hurtful. It was ugly in the beginning, but see, self-love starts out ugly, but it can get pretty if you stick to the process and you are authentic and you're willing to do the work. Show up as yourself. Be willing to do the work. It's far too many people out here that don't love themselves, that put these unreachable, ridiculous expectations on somebody else. And you got a whole society, a whole group of people that's not well. It's time to get real and heal. It's time we hold ourselves accountable. It's time we spend time with ourselves. It's time that we quit leaning on other people and take the time to lean on ourselves. It ain't nothing wrong with spending some time with yourself, and most people don't want to do that. A lot of people, they don't even like themselves. You know why I know? Because they didn't put on these fake bodies. And I don't have anything against plastic surgery or anything like that. I think a little enhancement as time goes on is helpful. But people have totally altered themselves physically, and now they didn't alter themselves mentally because they didn't got these arrogant attitudes and these false expectations. Just like the young girl that I put up that said she was offended because somebody sent her $30. She got on fake hair, uh, fake eyelashes, and all that. Take all that stuff off and then talk that. Take all the makeup off, take all the eyelashes and fake hair off, and then come as yourself and let's discuss. Somebody that was gracious and generous enough to send you $30 that ain't your man, ain't even your friend, and see if you that arrogant. See, all this plasticness has made people arrogant and place false expectations, and they're not worth it, nor do they deserve it. Kevin said, I had to walk away from my whole family because they tried to hide a child being harmed with, oh man, I had to learn to live without them because if my sister could allow a man to harm her daughter, I don't trust her. Amen. Ain't that the truth? Let me tell you this. I was thinking about doing this video tonight because I came across it where this lady married her daughter's ex boyfriend, and I know somebody personally that and there's a lot of people out here like this, unfortunately, that their mate has essayed their child and they still with them. And we wonder why people are traumatized. We wonder why people don't want to have relationships within their family because people are accepting and addicted to self hate, toxicity, and physical harm. And in order to protect yourself, um, unfortunately, Kevin, we do have to walk away. And we do have to bid some people farewell because those out there that are not willing to get help, that are not willing to stand in truth and navigate through it for the benefit of the majority, not just themselves. Life is too short to keep spending time with these people, and we gotta bid them farewell, and we gotta go on with life and hold them accountable. See, I have placed boundaries in my life with friends and family for my peace, for my protection. Those that have done work and that have emotionally started to heal and move forward in a positive way, then I'm willing to engage and I'm willing to meet halfway. But those that are still toxic and they don't want to do nothing to improve the relationships in their families, or just listen to this, to improve the relationship with themselves, then I have to let them go. And so should you. But don't let people go that are trying to do the best they can, because everybody deserves a second chance as long as they've learned and they're trying to do and be better. See, we can cut some people off too soon, and we don't want to do that either. Bad Intention said black women are the only race of women that's comfortably, proudly walking around saying they don't need a man. No other race of women being on the internet talking like, I agree. And there's also no other race of men that's talking badly about their women like black men. It ain't a gender thing. It's a race thing. You got the red pill group, the group of men that the passport bros. And then you got the chicks that follow Shira Seven, the sprinkle chicks. It's us as a race. It's a mentality. It ain't a gender thing. We are a group of people that are emotionally sick. And it's time that we deal with it and we get in front of it. That's why I talk about mental health, because we are not educated enough. We are not doing enough to get healthy so we can have healthier relationships. We have been conditioned this way. And instead of trying to heal and learn from it and overcome it, we pulling full speed ahead and engaging and dancing with it. It was conditioned for us to be this way. And we have bought into it, and now we taking the lead on it. And it's a sad state of events. You are correct, bad intentions. It is a very negative behavior that is being spoken from both sides. Black women talking about black men, and black men talking about black women. And it's terrible. The best thing that we can do is, number one, learn how to love ourselves. Because when you learn how to love yourself, then you can see what I see. You can see that black men and women need me. Black men and women need you. We need each other. But we are not going to get there until we start getting honest and quit pointing fingers and look in the mirror and start walking down the lies that we've told ourselves. And then the lies we've told other people, and correct that behavior. See, I used to be very arrogant too. I used to be very aggressive and assertive. I don't subscribe to that strong black woman mentality anymore. It's a setup. I'm no different than any other woman. My heart, my mind, and my body feels the same things. Stress, anxiety, all those things destroy my life and my family. I ain't no different than nobody. And I come out and I speak against those things. I shun and I cringe when I hear they somebody or black woman say strong black woman. I shut it down immediately. I say I'm not no strong black woman. I'm a woman. I'm no more and I'm no less than nobody. See, we got a high rate of heart disease in the community. We have a high rate of birth fatalities from having babies. All these superwoman false expectations is reducing our life expectancy. See, I know better now. And I want other people to understand what I know. Quit buying into these lies. Quit looking at a gender thing, and let's look at us as a people and understand nobody knows me better than people that look like me. And not that I don't, and I'm not prejudiced. I welcome all people, but I need my people that knows what it feels like to live in the skin that I live in, and to come together and be more supportive. We more supportive of other people than we are ourselves. Be as supportive to us as we are to other people is all I'm saying. Learn how to love yourself. Quit loving other people more than you love you. Amen. We are human, and that's okay. It is okay. And we're going to make mistakes. And there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. But it's wrong to not learn and to progress forward. We got to move forward. People need to experience a healthier side of life. We have put our lives and our emotional states in other people's hands. And if they don't treat us good or if they leave us, our life is destroyed and we can't function or be productive. You don't want to live that way. You want to have healthy expectations for yourself, by yourself. And then after you get yourself well, then put healthy expectations and boundaries for other people. You know, so bad intention said you never had black men say they don't need black women. They actually do. And a lot of them say we aggressive and They don't, that they want other women other than us, that we are the least of thee. They do say it, unfortunately. Hey, you must not know about them passport bros. Them passport bros, and it's sad because they tear up black women something terrible. They go to all these other countries and pretty much pay for women is what they do. And they talk so badly about black women. They talk about black women so bad. I'm not offended because that's a deep rooted pain in them. That so much so that they don't love themselves. They can't love themselves to show up in the world that way, and I understand that it's a lot of healing that they need to have within themselves. You you never That's the same thing. I think we need balance. Hey man, I know we need balance. Listen, a couple of y'all, I'm not familiar with y'all. This platform talks about reality and pushing the agenda forward of getting real and healing, telling the truth, and so we can have happy, healthy lives. So if y'all are not a part of the community, make sure you consider subscribing. Y'all welcome here. Tracy B, excuse me, said, I think we need balance. We can't fully depend on people, um, but we can't do it all alone. No, and we can't do it alone. We are put here. I went live earlier and I said we all need nurturing. We all need somebody, a supportive environment. Um, we want people to love us. We want to love. But the difference is some people don't know how to be by themselves either. So they put these un, unachievable expectations on other people that ain't nobody gonna ever be able to meet. First, love yourself. And then I'm telling you, once you love yourself, you will attract people in your life. But when you're running around here want people to love you because you don't love yourself, it's just a never ending cycle that you're not going to ever get well and you're never going to experience the healthy part of life, the good part. And so many of us are not there. So many unhealthy relationships that look good on the outside and they toe up and rotten on the inside. And it's all a lie. It's so many lies out here. It's a form of relief when you let go of all that foolishness and you really do the work of let me hold myself accountable. Let me give me what I need and let me be honest going forward with how I navigate and deal with other people. Because, see, truth be told, at the end of the day, you are responsible for you and you owe you. Kevin said, I'm scared today. I would like to meet someone, but I can't. I asked God to send me someone, and I don't care if they were ugly or looked like a hyena. Well, I met a person who looked and act like, well, I did too. I haven't dated in over 5 years. We all want somebody. Don't nobody want to live this life alone. We don't. I used to be scared to be alone for many years. I really did. With the pandemic, right before the pandemic, I got sick. And then the pandemic, I spent over really 3 hard years by myself, emotionally and physically sick. And it was hurtful, it was hard, but it was also healing. And now I'm still on my healing journey, but I don't need people in that way that I used to. I desire people, but I don't need people in that way. I want to be in a relationship. I want somebody for me, but if I don't get somebody, I know I'm gonna be okay. I'm not gonna give up on it, but in the meantime and in between time, I'm gonna live my life until that time comes, and that's what you have to do for yourself. I know I don't want to date someone on like dating apps and things of that nature. Absolutely not. I need to meet in excuse me, engage somebody the old fashioned way. Meet them in a store, meet them at an event, church, outing, something of that nature. Um, I'm just not into this online thing. I think it can be very dangerous. Um, but meeting people in person can be too. You just got to stay prayed up and be open and Make sure if you meet somebody that you do your homework, you know, and be hopeful. It's okay to keep hope alive. Don't give up on love. I ain't gonna never give up on love. Listen, discernment take care of you every time. My discernment ain't never lied to me, ever. And that's the thing. People will ignore their discernment, but if you listen to it, it'll take care of you. It will surely, surely take care of you. I know I will never go against mine before ever again. I went against mine, and I learned some lessons like REESATEESA, and it ain't a good feeling. It's a lot of manipulative people out there. It's a lot of people that are looking and preying on people to take advantage of you, and you don't want that. Pace yourself. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. And we're going to get there. Surround yourself around positive people, people that's on the same agenda that you are, living happy, honest, healthy lives. Um, don't put too much expectations on people too soon, and just take your time. That's all you got to do. But I want us to be mindful and intentional of how we navigate and the purpose of what we're doing. I um, have a lot of things that I'm dealing with, but I'm determined to keep pushing forward and get in front of it and manage myself in a healthy way. These are things that I have to learn. When you let things go, you can spiral out of control. You know, your emotional well being is so important. And no matter how much you want to place something like that and somebody else saying, that's on you. You're gonna have to handle that one on your own. And it's something that you can do. So stay positive, stay encouraged. Um, have a loving and forgiving heart. Put boundaries in place, protect your peace, protect your personal space, and know that you're right where you're supposed to be, and keep pushing forward intentionally. You can get stuck, in one space, in one mindset, and you don't want to do that. Many days I got stuck here in the house. I've been trying to push myself out more and more because I got very comfortable here, and I get very agitated sometimes around people and nervous because of things that has happened to me in the past. But I'm learning to push through that so I can get back to the healthier side of life. Amen. There, how you doing? Glad you're here, buddy. Um, I was talking about you a little earlier too, in regards to being young and your mental health and being honest with yourself. I'm very proud of you. Keep pushing forward and doing what you're doing. It's Kevin was on here, and another guy, bad intentions, two young men, um, talking about black women. There's a need for young people. Hey, bad intentions. This is Chip Money. Chip Money. Follow him. That's my son. Um, he I want him to really engage more young men because it's important. It's important for y'all to continuously show up honestly and authentically because see y'all need each other. We like I told you, bad intention. Yeah, they a joke. You need to be around positive people, people that really want to live honest, healthy lives. And y'all need to really develop a community to support each other, because there are a lot of good black women out there. So Chip Money, um, Money BA, Bad Intentions, following. You'll be seeing my son do more things, and us working together to really push the agenda. It's been 5 years I've been out here talking about mental health, and I'm glad to see my son finally coming out, because it's important. Black men need each other. Kevin, you make sure you follow my son too. Um, we have to push this agenda forward. Um, and support each other, because we need each other. Dating apps are a joke, just a bunch of horny people looking to get nasty. And that's the truth. And to be manipulative too, Kevin. And we gotta be very intentional. Don't don't be tricked by these people out here. That's why I'm glad to see my son. Chip, that ain't like a play son. This is my real life son. I carried him 9 months. So follow my son, and make sure you surround yourself around people that's focused, doing the right things. We definitely do. I'm at the club, Mom. I'll get with you tomorrow. Okay, buddy. Love you, buddy. Be careful. Um, that's my son, y'all. I'm proud of him. 5 years ago, I tried to get my son to come on this app with me, and here he is now. And that's why I'm saying family is important. Be patient with family, and family will evolve and push forward with you when you're doing the right things. And sometimes, unfortunately, you don't have healthy family, and if you don't, that's why you want to be a part of a positive community. um I'm happy, I'm blessed to see my son here. I appreciate that, Kevin. You're gonna see more content, because somebody got to speak up. See, the black family needs to heal. And if God chooses to use me and my family, me and my son, I got my daughters in college. She's real busy, but you'll start seeing her. Um, we going to be vulnerable and just tell the truth. So black people can know that, hey, we can heal and we can love each other. We might have had some mistakes in the past, but we can forgive each other, we can learn from each other, and we can love each other and move forward. It's so many people out here that I've learned on this app that have just terrible relationships between siblings, parent and child relationships. Ain't nobody talking to each other. If you can salvage your relationship with your family, I encourage you to do that. If you have people that you love that you know that's trying to do right, extend a hand and walk with them. Because at the end of the day, what I do know to be true, when everybody else is gone, it's those that is your family that's going to hurt and yearn for you the most. I want y'all to be well. I want black men, young black men specifically. I want y'all to know that we love y'all. Like, I love my son. This is my son right here. I love my son. And I know it's a lot of young men that's out there hurting because of the relationship with their mother. And I want y'all to know that black women really do love y'all, and we need y'all. And a lot of times you got to heal from the relationship with your mother so that you can see black women differently. And if God uses me to help you understand that, then so be it, because you are important enough to for somebody to come forward and to try to help you all understand that black women don't dislike or hate you. We love and we need y'all. But there is a lot of arrogance, a lot of self-hate out there that we got to heal from. And once you heal from that, then you can see and love other people. And I want to encourage and support us in doing that. I come from a dysfunctional family and I am learning to reprogram myself and deprogram from them. Amen. And listen, Kevin, the truth be told, we all didn't came from dysfunction. We all have came from dysfunction. And it's time to stop the lies. We have normalized dysfunction. It is more dysfunction than there is function because guess what? Our history is the same. We all went through, our parents and grandparents had all went through racism, poverty, segregation, prejudices, and now all of a sudden we just healthy and fit. No, it doesn't work that way. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen. Once you start on your healing journey, you have to hold other people accountable. And if they're willing to start healing with you, then support them in that. If they not, then you have to put those boundaries and learn how to love them from afar. Tracy B said, yes, there are a lot of people with mother and father issues out here. Amen. There's so many. There's so many, Tracy. People don't know how to heal, so that amen. This my son right here, Tracy. If you get a chance, go follow my son. That's my biological son. I birthed him. He's starting to speak out because there's a need. I want people to know um that families can heal. I started talking so one time last year I did a video and I told the truth. I said, I wasn't always the best mother, and I wasn't. You know, I used some past pains and rearing that was given to me and passed on to my kids until I made a decision that I wanted something different. I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal my heart. And in the process of healing my heart, I wanted to heal my children. I had to learn how to forgive my mother. I had a very, very unhealthy relationship with my mother. Okay. I appreciate that, Tracy. And I looked at her life and I realized I was putting expectations on my mother that she could never meet. She could never fulfill because it was never given to her. She didn't know how to be that way. And when I started to see my mother as a person and not all these expectations that she never would be able to meet and she wasn't capable of meeting, then my anger and my frustration and my bitterness towards her turned into compassion and understanding. And my heart healed, not for her, but for me. And me and my mother have a much better relationship now because I don't look at her as somebody that should be a certain way. I look at her for who she really is, and I understand her and her pain and her past. And by going through that process for myself, she learned some things and it started to help her heal. And sometimes it takes younger people to teach the older people. See, I was able to teach my mother in that way. My children, my son and my daughter, they have been able to teach me some things that just because I was raised a certain way or things were done a certain way in my life don't mean that that was always the right way. And that helped my children heal and it helped me heal. And healing is a journey, and that's not to say that um we won't continue on this journey of healing, but we've started the journey and we are much further than where we are. See, some people don't even try. Some Us as a culture, we really have been set up and conditioned to embrace and to live in a very toxic, unhealthy way. It's a new day. We have to reprogram ourselves. We really do. We have to um, unlearn and relearn the right way. That's why I debunk and I shun the strong black woman mentality. No, we are women. We are no more, no less than nobody. Our hearts feel pain. Our bodies aren't made up in a certain way that we can take on added stress that other women can't endure. Absolutely not. That was a setup. I don't condone it. My mind and my body can't take no more than a Caucasian, a Asian, a Indian, a Hispanic. We even. We stress and all that. We even. No, I can't take on no more than nobody. And don't you either. Male or female. Let's quit buying and welcoming the lies and support each other better. Because I need y'all. I need y'all every day. I need people that understand me. You gotta live in my skin to understand me. And not that other people don't. But can't nobody understand me better than somebody that walk in this life and are faced with the same things that I'm faced with. And I need support from my people. I need to support my people. And I need y'all to join me in that. I'm gonna keep going live, um, and having conversations and talking and encouraging, because I know there's a lot of people that live alone like I do, that go through lonely times like I do, that have made some mistakes in their life like I have, that have a desire to move forward and live differently and more calmly and healthy like me. And I want to support you in that process. See, a lot of people don't know how to get to the better side of life. I didn't know how, but I took time to learn how. And I'm still learning how. And in the process of that, I want to share and expose. See, when you know you ain't alone, then that adds a certain sense of comfort. I want you to know you're not alone. I want you to know that you matter. I want you to know that better days are coming and that life can be so much better. Change your thoughts, change your patterns, change your social group, change your expectations on yourself and others. But most importantly, don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Offer yourself grace and put the past behind you and move forward in love and kindness. I appreciate y'all being here. Listen, let me highlight that again. I got an agenda. That's my son, Chip Money. If you haven't, do me a favor and follow him. He's going to be talking. I want him to talk more authentically to other people positively, because we're going to show what healing looks like. It's been a long journey, and it's a long journey, but we're going to get there. And you just show up being honest. Be supportive and let people know you care. I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you for being here. Hey, make sure y'all keep looking out for me. I'm going to keep coming back. And I want to start doing like how I did last weekend with the watch parties, trying to navigate to see how I can do that effectively, and just bring more people together. And because it was a good time when we was watching that Wendy Williams, we had conversations in the comments and was watching a movie. I got to see how I can do that, make sure that I don't get shut down and I'm following the guidelines, bringing people together. We had really good conversations in that lab, and I want to do more of that. It's necessary and it's needed. Help people when they struggling and offer up good healthy support. Um, create a community that's real, authentic, and not out here playing with people's lives, because we matter. I matter, you matter, we matter, and it matters how we spend our time. So y'all have a good night. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Follow my son Chip and be looking for me. Have a good night. Stay safe. God's blessings. And I'll see y'all next time.